Good morning, Haunters! How y'all doing? Reverend Michael Sinister Sidney. It is April 30th, about noon, and today I'm going to try and finish a project that we started last July, I believe. Last year, that was if you've been following the electrical run.
Welcome to Sinister Sidney.
Now, some of you may have noticed also that last night I posted 3-4 videos from last year that never got posted. We were so busy last year that I was filming stuff, or my wife was filming stuff, but I never had a chance to put it together and put them out there. So you can catch up on the electrical run and the Dragon Tunnel stuff. I finally got that out there from last year. But anyway, today, so the project that we've been working on since July has been the running of hardwire electrical around the back half of the haunt. Back third, something like that. We got rid of the generators. We got all the big stuff done last year in time for opening last year, which was awesome. It was great not having that noise going on with the generators running and everything. So that was fantabulous. That was awesome. So then from that point, we ran out of the shed. I had a 50 amp circuit, open circuit, ran it out, ran to the what we used to call the maze. I'm not sure what we're calling it now because the mine shaft is much more of a maze than that one is. But anyway, we ran it into there, put a circuit box in there, ran a line over to the circus tent, put a circuit box in there, and then out of a circuit off of that, or breaker box, whatever, have been running down the back side of the haunt. I got 1, 2, 3, I think I've done 4, 5 drops off of that down here all the way down to the main cabin in the mine shaft. And then the last one that I did, of course, was that 4-way. If you've been keeping up, you saw that one. And now I have one more run to end that line. Ooh. So the last one that I did is up over there. I don't know if you can see that white pipe there. The outlet is up in there somewhere. Where's it at? Yeah, it's over there by that tree. Anyway, so I now have to come down through here, break this stuff off, dig my trench line. And as originally I was planning on putting it right here because this was a main tee off for lines. I was going to put it behind that tree. However, I'm looking at that tree. This is something we really have to consider when I'm doing these things. The whole idea was be hidden behind that tree. However, as those of you who've been following know, this was an old Christmas tree farm at one point in time, and so a lot of these, that's an old pine actually, as the one behind it and the one behind that, that got boar beetles. And this tree itself, see if you can hear this, is pretty much hollow, and I think I could push it over if I try. So I am going to lose that tree either this year, next year, probably the one up from it too. So scratch the idea of putting it there. Now I have a nice solid walnut here. So I'm going to go ahead and put it over here. Run the line there, put it here. That tree will be here for 100 years to come. So that's a much safer, and it's going to end up being my point of lighting anyway once I lose these trees. So we're going to run it down through there, and we're going to put it up there. So that's the project number 1 for today. I'm going to try and get started on Green Hollow Road, cutting that area out, but we'll just see how it goes. It is very windy today if you cannot hear it. It is nice temperature-wise, but up to, I think, 35, 40 mile an hour gusts happening. So we'll see. Anyway, yeah, there's almost 5 minutes on the first cut, so we're gonna get started. I gotta gather my tools, turn my electricity on and off and things like that, test, and we'll get going. All right, trench is dug. Up to my spot. Now start laying the wire. All right, line is buried and recovered. And it is time to go up and cut the electricity and cut the cord and start wiring her up. Yeah, that's one thing I learned early on in doing electrical. Kill the electricity before working on it. All right, so box is hooked up, wired. Got this all covered. The trench. That one going to the corner light. This one goes up here to that light up over there, and then over and under. I might figure out an easier way to do that instead of all that cord. But for right now, last step, turn it back on. There it is. Lights are on. Last plug. And with that, we finally complete a project I've been wanting to do for years. Took only almost a year to do it, to finish it up. But we have wired all the way around, hardwired all the way to the spot in the haunt. There we go. To this spot in the haunt, to the graveyard. Excuse me. To the junkyard. So next in the electricals, I do want to get, I have currently over there where you see the shack back there. That's the last outlet, and then I've got wires running, cords running up to, up to the last of this, up to the vortex tunnel, House of Pain. So I do want to hardwire that one, and then work on hardwiring around off the hog shed around into Spider Hollow. Another day, another year probably, but this project, and it's a big project, is done. So let's see what else I can get done today. So there's another thing I want to do, but I can't do it right yet. Once we redo House of Pain, redo its cover, I'm going to put another Wi-Fi repeater off of there that will hook to the one on top of the house, and should cover back to the circus tent. I have Wi-Fi over here. I have Wi-Fi where I'm at right now, but it doesn't quite make it that far back. Not successfully, at least. So I want to do one more extension of it. I believe that will make 6 repeaters get around here, and that should cover the back half, and that would be really nice. But once again, that's another day. All right, so this is a reshoot, this little section. Bummer, I had done 3 or 4 videos while working on Green Hollow. That's what we're going to next, and they're not on my camera. So I had the pre and the during and the post. So all you're gonna get to see is what I've done, because I'm reshooting now and it's already done. I can't go back and put everything back. Anyway, so here we go. We got the entrance to Green Hollow, and we used to go down that way. Now we're gonna start going, we're gonna guide them this way. Now this was all just in the timbers, and so I went and started digging today. And I think I added about 180 feet so far. I only had to cut up one tree. The rest of these were already down. A lot of these are very soft, and they die and they fall over, and it's windy today. Look at the movement in these. They make all kinds of squeaky sounds, which is great. So anyway, what we got coming in here, we got room for a first scene. I did some trail lining with some of the dead trees that I already had. Had to do a lot of clearing. I did some breaking of dead stuff, but I didn't have to cut anything till I got near the end. Bring them up through here. Tree right in the middle, I left it and walk around it. I like to use Mother Nature the way it is and not alter too much. So that's one of the fun things about making these paths, is you just gotta figure out where can you go. And we come down here. You see, you got a nice little mushroom trail area. And I got down as far as this. That's about 180 feet. Now from here, I'm gonna bust those things up and we'll cut through there, go back up some more, go back down, around, and we'll see. I'm figuring maybe somewhere around 600 feet total. So we got 180 of it done, which is nice. And I got it raked up so I can remember where it is, walk on it a few dozen times, pack it down. I love this. That, you know, dead trees, they fall, and we use them as we can. We take it the way it comes, the way Mother Nature wants to do it. It's just beautiful out here. I do have still a couple live pines. There's one there. There's one there. A couple of the beetles didn't get to. Didn't even realize I had them back here. But I made sure that it kind of goes back and forth a bit and winds through, so you still got separation. It's not just straight lines, of course, because that's not the way the forest. Oh, there goes a robin. That's not the way the forest is. See, from here, after coming in, it goes up there. Now it goes back there and stuff, and you can't, if you're on that trail, you can't even see this trail, even though it's not that far away. Come hunt time, we still. I like this too. That was natural. I didn't do that. That was natural. I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, so we got it started, and there's that. And then I came up, got done, and went to this clip. All right, well, it's about 5 o'clock. I've got a good start to Green Hollow Road. About 180 feet cleared and traced out. It's not pristine yet. It's not the way it's going to be, but at least I'm making a path. So here. So if you want to go back, if you want to see what all has changed in here. Got the initial clearing out. Spot for the first scene. I did have to cut one dead tree. Other than that, I just pulled trees that were already on the ground and used them to align and what have you. And I can see other logs are already falling because it's very, very windy, and that's good because that will tell me what more I need to do. I'll come around in here. Leave the tree, this one right dead center in the path. So we got our first up and around and the back down. Oh, look at that, there's the robin. Back down, of course, you know, things like this will be trimmed back and stuff. I'm just clearing the main path right now. And down to my destination. So the next step will be, anyway, that's all dead stuff there, just it falls real cool. So I'll move that so that we can get through. We'll go in through there, probably under that tree there, around it and back up before we go back down again. From this spot that you're at here, you really can't see any of the rest of the trail that I've already cut. You can't see the stuff down there, so we're good distance away. Again, about 180 feet. So that's nice. Getting a nice little walking trail. And so let's see if that's 180. And see another 180. So that's what do the math. 180, 360. That's easy. And probably another 200 on top of that. So yeah, we'll add a good 500 feet, 600 feet to it. But once again, it's 5 o'clock. I'm getting hungry. Okay, so I got to show you. This is, okay, these trees are very tall and it's very windy. So you get lots and lots of tree movement. That makes lots and lots of tree noise, which is good. Again, lighting is going to be key in here. I'm definitely going to do some up lighting on some of these moving trees, causing some shadows. And we'll have good shadow things in here. There's the next property over there. But yeah, so good day. Got some electrical done. Got Green Hollow Road started. Cody, who will be in charge of Green Hollow Road, he was going to be out here today, but yesterday he was mowing and he burned his shoulder on the muffler on the mower. I don't know how. I didn't ask how. I just said ouch. So anyway, this should be it for April 30th. And tomorrow we kick into May. I got Wednesday off, so I'll be doing a bunch more on Wednesday. See you then. And in the meantime, of course, see you in the funny pages. Oh, and I forgot to mention, found me a couple morels along here, totally by accident. Being colorblind, I can't ever see them unless they roll right up, which they did while I was raking. So it is mushroom trails. See ya.